Ramez, this is quite a contentious question that I'm about to ask you. But what is the one technique that most sales leaders and CEOs lack?
Right. And I've been around for quite some time. And whenever I've seen CEOs and organizations that are at the peak of their game, they have one thing in common. And the one thing is that these CEOs and sales leaders are excellent storytellers. They use stories to inspire, stories to bring out the best out of individuals. Why? Because stories show by science, through science, that stories connect emotionally with people. And when you have an emotionally charged person, when someone is emotionally charged because of a story, they find strength on the inside to overcome any and everything. I'll share with you a quick story. And in one of my influence and persuasion class I was just doing with HALT in San Francisco, I had one of my students who used to be on the swimming team of his, of his country. His name is Barisan Ege from Turkey. And he said, Ramez, long time ago when I used to go to practice, my dad came to me and said, Barisan, what's the purpose of going to practice, swimming practice, if you're not gonna give your best? And Barisan told me that it was at that moment that he realized that if I'm gonna go to practice, I'm better give my best. And it was that decision that drove Barisan to win competition after competition just because he started giving his best. Now, just so you know, he was the same person before this incident. The only difference is now he was charged by the message that his father shared with him, and that was the story he used to actually create a motivational speech with a fictitious sales force. And you could see that when the CEOs, he was playing the role of the CEO, used numbers and facts and figures, it was boring to death. But when Barisan started with that story, wow, and now we have a tag, we have a theme. So if you're not going to give your best practicing, what's the point of going to practice? If you're not going to give your best when every single phone call, what's the point of making a phone call? If you're not going to give your best with every single customer, what's the point of showing up to work? You can see how through a simple story you come up with themes and you can just reinforce that and drives the motivation on the inside.